Welcome to the City of Champions.
Boston is a hub. Somebody will flip you the bird for saying good morning.
We're proud to be the place where people come to do good.
Boston's reputation for innovation and problem solving is being tested by an unprecedented surge in migrants.
American Airlines, JetBlue.
Take a look at Logan Airport.
Is this like only for the migrants?
Yeah.
Where families are still sleeping on the floor, shelters are packed.
And I know each city is engaging with the state administration in a different way.
Resources are being stretched to the limits.
This level of demand is not sustainable.
And Massachusetts Governor Maura Healey declared a state of emergency to address this crisis.
We need urgent support from the federal government, which bears ultimate responsibility.
Her administration is getting desperate, even asking locals to open up their homes.
Please consider hosting a family.
But it's one of Healey's latest moves
So why can't I get in the f***ing building?
that's triggering angry protests in an already economically disadvantaged part of the city.
Can't afford to live here, but y'all gonna bring some other motherfuckers here?
We're here in Roxbury, one of Boston's historic black neighborhoods where migrants have now flooded a recreation center, and some neighbors say it's taking away resources from this community.
That doesn't f***ing add up.
The Melnia-Cass recreational complex is packed with families from Haiti instead of Boston's inner city.
We use this place for like the pool.
13-year-old Andy Suarez says he can no longer use the facility for sports and other activities.
Sucks.
It's closed to the public for several more months, and there's a strict media ban inside.
We're not gonna leave.
This man, who calls himself the Resistance,
Don't touch me.
You can't touch him. You can't touch him.
Touch me again, I'm gonna smack the shit out.
says he'll be out here demonstrating until Roxbury residents can reclaim the rec center.
I stay right here in the ghetto in the hood.
These people are brought to our community without our consent.
His friend Nez Porter is asking why this isn't happening to other more affluent communities.
It's overwhelming our police department, our fire department, our EMS, our doctors.
I'm not mad at the immigrants. It's about the politicians, the government.
How you doing?
Douglas Knowles believes this is an equity issue
There's more illegals coming here every day.
and says the public funding used to feed and shelter migrants should have been used to address homelessness and mental illness for his fellow Americans.
You're not being prioritized as an American right now.
Never have been.
I confronted Governor Healey at the State House.
Governor, when you plan on inviting migrants into your own home?
She refused to answer my questions.
How would you grade your response to the migrant crisis, Governor?
But it's not just Boston that's struggling.
Now we're stuck with them.
The border crisis is ravaging other so-called sanctuary cities. Look at the violence being fueled by some migrants in New York City with ties to Venezuelan gangs.
Where is the money for the South Side?
In Chicago, there are genuine concerns about the welfare system going bankrupt.
Not another dollar for the illegals.
And San Diego's now grappling with the latest wave of illegal immigrants crossing the border.
China?
Back here in the Boston area, nonprofits, churches, and generous neighbors are trying to make the best of this impossible situation. In Chelsea,
We're a nonprofit organization.
La Colaborativa opened up a day shelter for migrants, preparing them to eventually enter the workforce.
Many of them have work authorization, and if not, we will be working next week on creating those applications.
Half an hour away in Brookline, several families are allowing migrants to stay in extra rooms, inspiring others like Joanna Davidson to also think outside the box with her giving.
So I think it's only right that we consider this part of what it means to be American is to continue to welcome in new people.
Because I know they need some diapers and stuff like that.
In nearby Dorchester,
I'm just picking up, I'm doing what my grandfather did.
Pastor Miniard Culpepper is collecting donations for families staying at the rec center.
But I think we also have a moral responsibility.
Acknowledging the frustration and anger in his black community.
It's a crisis. No, it's a crisis.
But also trying to be faithful to this obvious and immediate need.
So we want the Lord to expand our territory so we can feed more, we can house more.
Boston is trying to remain strong, but with more migrants on the way, the city's best efforts may not be enough. This unprecedented border crisis remains out of control, with no end in sight.